Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating history of Air Jordan sneakers. Named after the legendary basketball player Michael Jordan, these iconic shoes have more than a story to tell. They are a testament to the transformational power of sport and style. So lace up your own pair of Jordans, and let's journey through time. To begin our journey, we must first travel back to 1984. That year was a watershed moment for sneakers, ushering in a new era where footwear became more than just a utilitarian accessory. Basketball, as a sport, was gaining massive popularity, and it was Michael Jordan who became the symbolic figure of this rise. When Nike signed the largely unknown Jordan as its brand ambassador, both the player and the shoe industry changed forever. The first Air Jordans, now known as the Air Jordan 1s, were introduced. They were groundbreaking in design and performance, and they became an essential part of basketball fashion almost immediately. What made the Air Jordan 1s revolutionary were not just their technical attributes. These shoes were the first ever to break the largely unwritten rule of uniformity in the NBA. Their black and red colorway stirred controversy. It was seen as a direct challenge to the established norms. Yet, this only contributed to their ever-growing appeal. Despite, or perhaps, because of, the controversy, the Air Jordan 1s were flying off the shelves faster than the speed of light. They became a must-have for not only basketball enthusiasts but also for people looking to make a style statement. This unexpected market demand would prove to be a defining factor in how future releases were marketed, and subsequently, Air Jordan started to become a symbol of individualism, a symbol of breaking barriers and setting new trends. It became larger than basketball, influencing the music, fashion, and even the political realms. With each new model, the Air Jordans were uncompromising in delivering innovative designs and impeccable performance. The Air Jordan 3 was another milestone in the brand's history. It was the first to include the Jumpman logo, an iconic silhouette of Michael Jordan mid-dunk. Designer Tinker Hatfield had introduced this logo to reinforce the Michael Jordan brand, separate from Nike, and also because athletes wanted to see more of Michael Jordan in the shoes named after him. The IV's device further solidified the Jordan legacy by continuing to push the envelope in design and performance. Each new release brought fans something remarkably different while maintaining the essential Air Jordan elements. The Air Jordan V, for instance, was the first to include a clear outsole. The Vi introduced a more padded tongue, while the fourth was the first to launch, and not be featured in, a commercial featuring Michael Jordan. Our voyage takes us to 1996, a year that saw Michael Jordan win his fourth NBA championship, and oddly, it was also when the Air Jordan designs became bolder. The 11th, sometimes referred to as the best ever Air Jordan design, had a game-changing patent leather upper and a full-length Air sole unit for maximum cushioning. It became the first basketball shoe to transcend its intended use and find itself in nightclubs and formal events. Interestingly, this was the last pair of Air Jordans Jordan wore in an NBA game. Despite his retirement, the legacy of the shoes and the brand continued to grow. The design direction, however, had to be altered to adapt to the emerging basketball culture and market demand. The Air Jordan 12, released amid Jordan's second retirement, acted as a bridge to the future. Designer Tinker Hatfield took inspiration from women's fashion to create the unique lines and stitching on the sneakers. The 12th was also the first sneaker to use Zoom Air technology, enhancing the already stellar performance of the silhouette. Then came the Air Jordan 13. The Panther-inspired design fittingly reflected Jordan's style, predatory on the court. This model was also the first pair of Air Jordans launched under the direction of renowned sneaker designer Mark Smith, responsible for many iconic and collectible sneakers in the Nike and Jordan brand lineup. The 18th took the legacy forward, incorporating a shroud-like cover to give an instant impression of sophistication and focus. Despite the stylistic evolution, every Air Jordan released under the Michael Jordan reign remained tethered to its primary principles: style, performance, and the unwavering spirit of the man himself. It was 2005, and Michael Jordan finally left the basketball stage for good. However, his influence over the game, as well as sneaker culture, never waned. His retirement would not have been the symbolic end of his reign over the sneaker industry. On the contrary, it only fueled the desire for more Air Jordan sneakers. In 2008, the Air Jordan 23 dropped. What distinguished this model was the incorporation of numerous performance-enhancing technologies, as well as unprecedented attention to detail typical throughout the Jordan range. But more significant was that the 23rd was designed to be the final model released under Michael Jordan's direct supervision. After Michael's absence, there was a heightened level of anticipation for every subsequent Air Jordan release, often led by a legendary performance by Michael on the court or an influential event in his illustrious career. Each launch became not just about the new design, but also about celebrating the legacy of a man who changed sports and fashion. The Air Jordan 31 effectively made a transitional statement by showcasing a design element, such as the use of both the classic swoosh and the Jumpman logo, that drew inspiration from the original Air Jordan model. This particular release symbolized the nuances of the brand's evolution, creatively blending legendary heritage with modern innovation. In 2018, the Air Jordan 3 made a valid case for the preservation of the brand. The release brought in a new era where classic designs were reproduced but with tech-savvy upgrades. The original white cement colorway was brought back, but with a superior, high-quality material construction, which drew a strong appeal from nostalgic and new-age fashion enthusiasts alike. Today, Air Jordans continue to bear the legacy of Michael Jordan. Every release is a showcase of innovation, design sophistication, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. The line serves as a constant reminder of a game-changing era, but most importantly, it's a testament of sticking to a process, and as much of a cliché it may sound, hard work does, indeed, pay off. As we conclude our journey through the history of Air Jordan sneakers, it's clear that these are more than just shoes. They are pieces of history, encapsulating a series of moments that forever changed the worlds of sports, design, and fashion. Keeping the Michael Jordan legacy alive, each new model continues to spark excitement and set new trends in the ever-evolving sneaker culture. But don't be fooled, the Jordan brand is not simply about looking good or paying tribute to a basketball legend. It's about striving for greatness in everything you do. It's about believing in the power of one's dreams and putting in the hard work necessary to fulfill them. And beyond the realms of design and performance, Air Jordans represent much more. They stand as poignant markers in the realms of social and political history, with several versions showing support for Black Lives Matter, women empowerment, and even functionally recyclable material. Today, Air Jordans continue to be a uniting factor. Among its legions of followers, some buy them to support a legacy, and some to relive the past, while some crave their undisputed comfort and performance. Whatever the means, Jordans remain at the forefront of sneaker culture, forever immortalizing the undying legacy of Michael Jordan. We've reached our journey's end. But the story of Air Jordans is continually being written, with every sold-out launch and every promising rumor. The shoes are hooks that reel you into a narrative more profound than just footwear, a tale of human aspirations, extraordinary courage, and a ceaseless spirit that continues to inspire us all. From being released in limited quantities to becoming a global phenomenon, Air Jordans showcase their continuous capacity to inspire. They've stopped being just sportswear, metamorphosing into cultural artifacts of significant historic value, inspired by the undying spirit of their namesake. And to the question raised in the beginning, why have Air Jordans been so successful? It's simple: they've remained true to their roots, yet adapted to the needs of the hour, all while delivering unequivocally on performance, design, and more. Above all, they symbolize grit, resilience, and the pursuit of excellence. As we've immersed ourselves in the fascinating world of Air Jordans, it's increasingly clear how much they've contributed to shaping sneaker culture. But what they truly represent is much more profound. They are a celebration of innovation, excellence, and most importantly, a testament to the power of dreams. Dive into the world of Air Jordans, and you'll realize it extends beyond just basketball or fashion. It represents a way of life. It's about breaking barriers, sparking change, and leaving a lasting legacy. The rise of Air Jordans phenomenon didn't happen overnight. It was born out of dedication, passion, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. Looking forward, new Air Jordan models are on the horizon, inspired by the past but poised for the future. They'll continue to push the envelope of design and innovation and further cement their place in the annals of athlete collaboration and sneaker history. We conclude our journey with a single realization: the journey of Air Jordans is inseparable from the journey of Michael Jordan, a pioneer whose influence extends far beyond the realms of sports and into cultural, social, and economic domains. They're not just sneakers, they're symbols of ambition, catalysts of inspiration, and ambassadors of change. As we draw our video to a close, we stand in awe of the transformative power these pairs of sneakers, the Air Jordans, have had on sneaker culture and the world at large. And like all great stories, the tale of Air Jordans continues, leaving behind a dynamic, evolving, and highly coveted legacy. So the next time you see a pair of Air Jordans, remember, they tell a tale, a saga of Michael Jordan's journey, of a brand's evolution, and most importantly, a testament to the power of dreams. These, my friends, are more than sneakers, they are a revolution in a leather case. With that, our journey through the history of Air Jordan sneakers comes to an end. We hope we've been able to convey the fascinating story behind these iconic sneakers, and how they've come to shape not just the world of sports, but popular culture at large. And remember, it's not the end, it's the beginning of our own journey into the exciting world of Air Jordans.